So in this segment, we're going to be talking about this so-called Festival of Brexit, which is going to cost £120 million. So it has the working name at the moment of Festival UK 2022, but that's subject to change. So it could actually be called the Brexit Festival, and this is genuinely one of the dumbest things I've ever seen for a government to do. Like, they're trying to bring the country together when there are far easier things this country could do to come together. Genuine shock. So a celebration of the British weather, which most people in this country hate because it's very cold in the winter. It rains a lot. It's not very cold in the winter compared to other countries, but it rains a lot, and people often go abroad to get sunshine. So no one likes the weather in this country unless you like rain. If that's the case, you're weird. And the largest grow your own food project of modern times. Like, I did not realize we were in subsistence farming. Like, what? Like, gardening is time consuming and can be difficult, especially if you don't have a garden because you live in a flat, because house prices in this country are ridiculous. Celebrate that, pal. So yeah, it's just a joke. The UK together in 2022. It's just no. This will not bring people together. Organisers of the £120 million festival, commissioned by Theresa May's government and supported by Boris Johnson, which is probably one of the only two Brexit things they'll actually get along on, announced 10 teams who had successfully pitched ideas. There's not many details of the specific ideas, but we have a couple doozies in here which are worth talking about. In some eyes, it's politically motivated festival of Brexit. It is politically motivated because when you're typically trying to unify a country, it's for political reasons. But its supporters say that's the last thing it will be. It won't be a festival of Brexit. Its chief creative officer, Martin Green, said it was about bringing people together and celebrating creativity in events that are open, original, and optimistic. Like, mate. Others balk at the cost. I thought the country was broke, etc. But apparently we have 120 million to waste on this, while supporters point to the work it brings to creative freelancers ravaged by the pandemic. And if the country wanted to help these freelancers who have not been helped properly by the government, then we should have told the government what to do. And if the government actually cared about freelancers, they would have actually included these people within the furlough scheme. But they didn't. So this argument that the government are doing this to help freelancers is a ridiculously bad argument. It has the working title of Festival UK 2022, but that will be replaced by a better name. I doubt it. So this is going to be a unique approach to a community growing, celebrating music, food, culture, technology, and substantiable festivals. Part of that will be the largest grow your own food in modern times. Like, honestly, what are these people on? Like, we're going to be celebrating music. British music is okay, I guess. Future food technology. What does that even mean? And sustainable festivals. Like, what? These are just, honestly, these are cliche, broad terms that mean absolutely nothing. You got this guy Angus saying that the plan was to empower as many people as possible to grow their own food and would involve spaces being reclaimed to allow that. I mean, you don't have to do some big festival to do that. If you wanted people to grow more stuff, you would make allotments more available. You'd make housing cheaper so people can afford a garden. Like, what a joke. This country loves symbolism and stuff like this. The wait and see element is true for all teams, a physical manifestation and celebration of the British weather and UK coastline. I haven't been to the beach since I was like 10, because I live in the Midlands, but a celebration of British weather, again, it just rains in this country. It's miserable most of the time. I've got good weather today, which is surprising considering we're in April, but come on, man. A large-scale installation that addresses global questions. The thing is, Brexit was an alleged answer to a global question of what is Britain's role in the world, and the idea that we can have a better, stronger role in this world via trade and influence down to Brexit. So that's a stupid point. If this has nothing to do with Brexit, encourages playfulness, elicits joy, and prevents an experiment in change. I mean, Brexit was a big experiment in change. So, again. What a joke. This is to encourage poets, filmmakers, or mathematicians. Like, what? It's just, you got Turner Prize winning architecture collective saying they want an immersive experience exploring the wonder of the human mind through architecture, neuroscience, technology, light and sound. I mean, to be fair, you guys can dig into Boris Johnson's brain and figure out how the hell it operates and how stupid the man is and how he manages to get away with things. That might be an idea. He got more stuff here from some sort of Salford group saying access, taking part, landscape, and the future of public spectacle. Brexit was a big public spectacle as well. The festival has been cursed by the Festival of Brexit label since the start, which may well have prevented some people and organisations taking part. Probably. I could imagine a lot of people wouldn't want to be involved in that, but it was a stupid time to do this sort of thing. So, you've got this other person here who works at the National Theatre Wales, said they've been incredibly open and transparent. We trust Martin Green. He had something to do with the Olympics. Our team said, how can we use this investment to help the recovery after the pandemic? How can we make sure this project really looks at who is underrepresented and overlooked? Oh my God, this is where it gets painful. We just had some bogus report into the idea that there's no institutional racism within the UK. Okay, how are you going to bring people together when we know institutional racism and misogyny and things like that exist within the UK and you idiots do nothing about it? How are you supposed to heal and unify as a country when you cannot acknowledge the problems within this country? This idea that they're going to look at people who are underrepresented and overlooked and listen to those voices, like, get lost. Honestly, that's the biggest part of lies I've heard in such a long time. Honestly, the festival is funded by the UK government, but Green said the devolved governments are fully on board. I doubt the SNP are fully on board on this, honestly. But then I am wrong, because in the next paragraph it does say Scotland's Culture Secretary Fiona Hislop said it has been inspiring to see creative and STEM sectors working together to share talents. This is an important opportunity to support freelancers, and if the government wanted to support freelancers, they would have done. Come on, man. And organisations in this sector as we begin recovery. There's so much pain in this article. So, the amount of frauds who have been cited and given rubbish, things about what this thing is going to be is just ridiculous. Honestly, we're going to listen to the voices of the underrepresented. No, you're not. You never have done. You never have done, and you never will. Just do me a favour. I give up. Let me know what you think of this so-called Festival of Brexit. What biggest pile of rubbish I've ever heard. How to burn £120 million on a bunch of nothing. Honestly, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.